asked for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Newton now to throw. Fights loose. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. It got his man. Complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. And whatever they said appears to have worked. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11.
first down. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
6.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
11. White.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, it's a situation like this where a head coach writes himself a note before.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. McCaffrey on the counter. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
13.
Garoppolo on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dontari Poe able to get him for a loss of about 3. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the 50, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Cam's going to run the option right on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, come on, come on.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And this one's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on, come on, come on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, and that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
show.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big deal.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wait. Flag! It's one, Omaha.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Right, check, 59. 12.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it. This is caught inside the 15. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
13.
Now a play fake here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, Garoppolo steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
White. 58, right over there. Yeah. White, 58. 21.
Now Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre-Garçon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. To throw is Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Newton now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This will be fielded at the 17. Dances by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete.
20.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Garoppolo now. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes just will use a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Newton on 1st down. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton. Line time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics. because if you take care of the football here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
11, 11, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and he fends him off. Forced out to his left. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. From the 50, Newton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be 49er football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
To throw is Beathard. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Touchdown, 49ers! Dante Pettis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Newton now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Now Newton.
That's tough.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll throw here. Beathard. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it real.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Beathard to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw Beathard. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. C.J. Anderson. And now running right through it. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That is right. Gone!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.